Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we are going to be taking a look at the Halo Infinite Battle Pass. There's no images or anything like that, we're just going through an article that is on comingsoon.net. I was told about this on Discord, and I just instantly thought, oh, it's going to be ramp worthy, it's a battle pass. But reading into this, as long as it's executed properly and they stick to their word, because a lot of developers do this sort of stuff for marketing and like promotion purposes, but as long as 343 actually stick to this, then this is going to be the best battle pass system that you could imagine to come into a video game. And that's even with it costing real money. So Halo Infinite's permanent battle passes are made to be player first. We're going to have to ignore the adverts, this website is smothered in them. But it says here, have you ever lost interest in a game because you couldn't keep up with its seasonal events? Well, the Halo Infinite Battle Pass plans to solve that issue, as they will be permanent unlocks and can be accessed at any time. Yes, even after its designated season is over. 343 had already brought this up in the multiplayer overview video from E3 2021, as you can see below, but Halo Infinite's live team design director Ryan Paradis, if that's how you pronounce it, sorry if I've butchered it, and lead progression designer Christopher Blom recently went into more detail in a recent Q&A. This includes its unique direction that allows players to purchase and complete seasonal battle passes at their own leisure, their own pace, not forcing players to do things within like 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. So the goal with the Halo Infinite Battle Pass is to not make it a grind. This means that every single seasonal battle pass can be completed at any time. And if you missed it, you can also purchase it after the season is over. Players can choose what battle pass they want to progress at any given time, but they can only pick one to level up at a time, meaning that players cannot wait 5 seasons, buy each of the battle passes, and then level them all up at the same time. Which in my opinion is way more than fair. Here is what Paradis had to say about 343 Industries' Halo Infinite Battle Pass. First and foremost, we are working hard to ensure that the Battle Pass isn't a grind for players. We want it to be a supplemental reward stream for the time you were already putting into the game. I, for one, cannot stand it when I am playing a game just to complete the Battle Pass. It feels like a chore to me. On how we're going to be different, we're going player first with our Battle Passes. All Battle Passes will be permanent. This means that the Season 1 Battle Pass will be around forever. You can always go back, select that as your active battle pass and continue to earn progress in that specific battle pass. If you decide to take a season off or you simply didn't have time to play, that is fine. You can always go back and purchase any prior battle pass as well. Additionally, our passes will always include various free rewards in addition to the premium track. This goes back to a few pillars of ours: provide unambiguous value and maintain that player first focus. We looked at other titles where you buy something that provides time-limited access to the pass and now you feel obligated to play. That is not fun and is not player first. If you put the trust in us and purchase something from us, it's yours, no strings attached. So just to wrap up this article, besides its unique spin on seasonal events with the Halo Infinite Battle Pass, additional info was revealed for its free multiplayer mode. Halo Infinite is going to be free multiplayer for everyone. This includes a seasonal theme titled Heroes of Reach, which will may be inspired by the fan favourite Xbox 360 entry Halo Reach. So this article right here, I do have slight concerns. The game's not out, I'm not judging it, I'm just saying, from what we've heard from developers and publishers in the past, they're going to have to prove it to us that it is like actually player first. If they stick to this, it's going to be fantastic. But we've heard from Outriders developers, they know players don't have 300 hours to grind for one specific item, then they put a 300-hour grind into the game. I say 300-hour grind, it was typically taking a lot of players above way more than 250 hours. Some even going as far as like 400 or 500 hours just to get one item. We've also seen really lazy battle passes in the Division 2. Pretty much everything in the premium track and the normal track could be obtained just simply by playing the game. We also have battle passes like Call of Duty that will release new weapons that don't just have a cosmetic change, but they have stat changes and attachments that you're able to use that you might not have previously unlocked for weapons, and some of them are incredibly overpowered. So a couple of things I'm hoping for from this Halo Infinite Battle Pass is cosmetic stuff only, things that you can't obtain any other way, and then they pretty much nailed it. Because 5 seasons later, if you want to go back and do season pass number 1, you can do it. The only thing you can't do is level up multiple at the same time, which I believe is totally more than fair. It would be a little bit silly for people to be able to buy 5 battle passes and then go and level them all up at the same time. And I feel like a lot of players buy battle passes. You get a lot of microtransactions in games. I mean, mobile games are smothered in them, just like this website's smothered in ads. So a lot of people out there do buy battle passes, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. However, depending on what's in it, I've bought several battle passes myself. Depending on what's in them is going to depend whether I'm going to buy them or not. So this is obviously going to be linked to multiplayer. If I enjoy the multiplayer, just to support the developers for doing something player focused, I might just buy a battle pass. It entirely depends on if they execute this exactly how they've stated they want to. And it's not that I don't have faith in the company, because I've never had any problems with 343 in the past. I've never really followed Halo, to be fair. But it's just because a lot of this is sometimes PR speech, marketing, all that sort of stuff, just to try and build up hype for things in games. And then it's just going to come smack us in the face and like, oh, this doesn't work anywhere near what they stated. It's an absolute mess, blah, 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 so on and so forth. So as long as they execute this in a good way, this is such a positive, and other developers need to take note and start doing things more for the player. Because for those of you that are regulars on the channel, or you've seen a video of mine before, you'll know that I point out problems in games left, right and centre, and I'm always kicking off about microtransactions, especially when they come in a full-priced game. But the multiplayer for Halo is completely free to play. The battle passes are there because the multiplayer side of it, they need to make their money. There's going to be microtransactions. But it's a lot more acceptable, and if the game is good and I like it, I might even promote the battle passes myself because it's focused on the player. In my personal opinion, when you start development for a game, when you even come up with the idea for a game, you need to think of the player. At the end of the day, these big AAA companies would be nothing without us. We are the ones that buy their game, that buy their microtransactions and flick through their store and purchase things. These companies wouldn't be able to make money without us. So for 343 to come out and do this, or at least say this, it's a very positive look on a battle pass system. So what I'm going to do is leave the video there. I'm not getting hyped for this. I'm not even really excited at all, because it's a battle pass. It's like something to buy in a game. And I'm not the biggest fan. I don't do that stuff all the time. But I'm not going to knock it just because of what they've said. So just note that I'm not hyping this up. I'm not saying, oh, it's fantastic, because there is still the possibility they don't follow through with their word. Or there could be some things in there to mess it up and it just doesn't work how it's supposed to, because we've heard that a lot. It's not working how it's intended to work. We're looking into it. We're working on it. All that sort of stuff. So it's still something we have to just wait until the game comes out to see with our own eyes, get first-hand experience with it. But if it is executed how they're stating, it will be a major positive for the gaming community. And on that note, we're going to leave the video there. Let me know your thoughts and stuff in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. I hope you guys enjoyed it.